What's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Final
We
50
locked in the building.
Salute,
You already know what it is.
Manners and respect to everyone. Blessings.
WaxAP Compo Special. Y'all know how we do it. What's up?
Salute, man. Easy and my brothers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We have to come pay our homage to my brothers, man. Moshe, KK, Mikey D, manners and respect, man. I miss y'all guys, man. We ain't hang out and chill and bob in a minute, man.
I know we will be back out. We be out there.
Yeah, last time we got together, man, was the day of that video shoot.
Word, bro. And it was an epic day, man. I love that day.
Yeah, that was a great day, bro. We went out and had dinner afterwards.
Yeah, that's a fact. Before we even go on up, because people just seen it. Think shout out to now, bro. It's like Shaquille, man. Big shout out to the big bro, man.
Blessings.
Facts.
All prayers to the bro shop. Blessings,
bro. It's one of the things, man, that even y'all were talking about the thing in Indianapolis, and what I just said to Musa before we came on is just like I had sent him a text when I seen the pictures because he was in the hospital with him. You gotta show those pictures too, bro. Gotta put them pictures up. But he was in the hospital with bro, and it just made me think about just the shootings and then seeing bro in the hospital. Just made me think about like, yo, how many people we actually losing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Right. And what's going on, and then our time even coming, and what are we trying to do? What legacy are we trying to leave behind, and what are we trying to build? Like when you just showed the thing with Indianapolis, I had went and looked because I know something just happened in Atlanta as well. So you had two different instances earlier today, like in the morning, 5 people shot. Another one, 8 people shot. Right, a 13-year-old kid hit like down here in Atlanta. So for days it's just like this been going on, and then to see that in Indianapolis, who knows what's going on anywhere else, and then our brother's in the hospital recovering from what he's going through, dealing with his health, and anybody else who may not have been mentioned, whatever, that's in the hospital, that's going through whatever they're going through, who got family members that's in the hospital going through. We send our blessings and our love, bro.
Prayers up to them.
This is what this thing be about, man. Really unifying and coming together to be there for our people and make a better way, because we are losing our people, bro, in a rapid pace, bro. And it's like
it's sickening, bro. I really dig where you coming from. It's sickening.
Sickening.
Yo, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Sally B, I see everybody, man. I see Blow Dollars Network, man. SmittyBrim, you already know what it is, man. Thank you, man, for the opportunity earlier, man. Building with you. You already know what it is, man. To my brother.
Salute to SmittyBrim, Blow Dollars Network. Make sure y'all go subscribe over there, man. You got great content, great brother. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
Please, man. So to KK's point, hold on. How many we got in the chat right now? It's looking crazy
right now, man.
Come on, man. Y'all got to get them likes up, man. Get them likes up, man. Come on. Y'all already know we coming with
get those likes, man.
Exclusive content, man. But to KK's point, so last Friday, you know, I had the opportunity to, you know, the fortunate opportunity to go visit the elder Shaquille up in the hospital. You know, myself, along with the brother Abdul Khabir, we went to visit the elder, you know, because one of the things, man, that we're taught, man, and just in general, man, is in Islam, is that, you know, when someone is sick, you know, you go pay them respect, because we don't know what that person's predicament is going to be. You know what I mean? We show and that's just out of respect. He's an elder. He came before us. You know, we give our flowers to our elders. We treat them with the utmost respect.
Yes, sir.
We don't raise our voices to our elders. We don't try to grandstand. No, it's not that type of situation. Our elder is in a very unfortunate predicament. And KK mentioned this earlier. Like, you know, people are dying every day. Our loved ones are passing away. People are.
Moshe froze up. He be back. Let's go, Moshe.
Froze up, Mo.
It's a lot going on, right? So, you know, with that being the case, man, we gotta really, 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 really tap in right now with our loved ones. So if individuals that you know.
But he got that Obama phone.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
you keep freezing though, Mo.
Keep freezing up on us, bro.
Pardon me. I think
what you got over there?
That might be my reception. Pardon me, y'all. So
man, hit that super chat, man. He got to upgrade his equipment, bro. This ain't right.
We should be very, very mindful.
Fund this war.
Yeah, I got that KK Wi-Fi.
You got the KK Wi-Fi. Yo, I've been good, Sadie B. That last little bit of time, my joint been good.
Yo, he been good. Yo, exactly. That's where I got the KK. I don't know how I got his Wi-Fi and his is doing now. He got my Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell. But so going to see the elder, man, it was really, really humbling. We shed some tears while we was up in there, man, because it was just like, wow, this is somebody who inspired us, man. I told him when I was there, I was like, yo, big bro, you never really encouraged us to do like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like we never really followed you doing wrong. You always inspired us to do the right thing. And we just wanted to kind of like pay respect to him to show like, look, this, we don't know if this is to be our last time even seeing you. The brother just had heart surgery. And I asked him, I'm like, yo, how you feel? He said it felt like a truck hit him.
Man.
So he still at the moment, he still had the what do they call that when it's up in your nose and stuff like that?
What's they call that shit?
What do they call that, man?
Nah.
That breathing tube?
Nah, I'm saying when I went there, he had the breathing tube. He had the breathing tube up in his nose, and he also still had the trach in his neck. But that has been since removed. So thankfully, you know what I'm saying, he's in a better position today. Thankfully, by Allah's mercy, he's doing a whole lot better. The ventilator, thank you. But he's doing better. He's doing a whole lot better. Once he's able to start moving around and stuff like that, he'll be able to walk and start his therapy and things like that. Right. So that's very, very important, man. But I just wanted to kind of share that with the people out there because there's a lot going on in the world right now, man. There's a lot going on, and what are we doing? What role are like all of us playing with all this madness taking place around us? Today we could be on WeLockedN, and tomorrow we could be all attending somebody's funeral. So, we should be very, very mindful that life is very precious. We're getting older. We're not getting younger.
Appreciate you, bro.
Guard the brand. Let's fix that Wi-Fi. You got jokes, right?
Come fund this war.
I like that. That's cool, man. But thank you, bro. We appreciate that, man. You crazy, man. But so I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. But Big Bro is doing better. We definitely appreciate y'all thoughts. For everybody that's been praying to the Most High, man, we truly appreciate that, man. Big Bro appreciates it. He's not somebody who's not conscious of the fact that people are watching, people are listening. He's definitely humbled by the fact that individuals are thinking about him, and we want to keep his name alive, man, so that our elders is properly respected, as he should be. You know what I mean? But go ahead, you guys.
I had the opportunity to speak to him for a while. I was on my way to get my car. Me and Shayna. I had my car in the shop. I had to get the brake fluids flushed, and I see my phone light up. FaceTime. I see Shaquell. I'm like, hold up. Salute, WaxAP. What's up? Salute, bro.
Salute, my brother from another mother.
So I'm like, I pick it up. I thought one of his family members, was calling me for him or something. And he was on the phone. He was on the line. He got the respirator. He got the ventilator off. Moshe and I'm sitting with the ventilator on. Now it's off. So that's a great thing.
He breathing. So he basically breathing on his own.
Oh, no, he breathing on his own. Me and bro, we talked for about 45 minutes while I was waiting for my car. We talked to Shane. He loves his dogs. He's transitioned with his moving. He's talking about his houses. He's thinking about blessed things, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who's Aisha? You know who that is, Moshe?
Nah, who's Aisha? Show your face. Aisha, show your face.
You can pull up. We just need to see who you are. But you know, he talking that talk. Bro's getting well. He's healing up. You know, he's gonna be out in a little while. So
it's a good thing.
That's a wonderful thing, actually.
That's a beautiful
yeah,
thing.
it's a great thing. You know what I mean? It's good to see that he's making calls and he can talk for long periods of time like that, because you know when you have the major surgeries, sometimes you have lung complications. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, especially with heart surgery. So yeah, that's great. You know what I mean? So talking to Big Bro for a while today, you know, he put me onto a few things here and there, letting them know what's going on. Just regular stuff, you know what I mean? So it's good to see he's getting back to his normal self. We usually have those vibes, you know, at least once or twice a week, usually when he's out. And I'm just glad to just see how he can make calls now and that he's back in some of his form. He's not all the way out of the water yet with his recovery. But he's on his way. So that's a great thing. Y'all blessings help. All of y'all prayers help. So we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate our community. What up, Kay?
No, I say that somebody had said, I guess when I was pulling up OG Sonny Blocker, he was like, yo, she good people. So that's the sis. That's the sis, whoever that was trying to pull
nah,
up.
you OG Sonny Black. What's good, bro? How you been, bro? Now we didn't see her face, bro. We didn't know who she was, and you know, man.
Yeah, she could pull up.
You know, she could pull up. We just didn't know exactly who she was and you know, what her motives were, because we didn't see her face. So no disrespect to her or anybody in particular. When they pull up, you know, we would prefer that we see you, so that, you know, we know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in these YouTube streets, you heard?
There's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. So you know, and it goes back to the conversation of
what's up, sis? Aisha.
Peace to the sis.
Sis. This might be having some technical difficulties.
A lot of technical difficulties going on.
Yeah, one of the things you were saying though that I had wanted to touch on, what you had said about the bros, what he was doing, is that, you know, a lot of times, man, we don't want to wait till something traumatic or anything bad happens to us. Is our focus on doing what's right and taking care of our position in life as far as establishing our family and our business. I mean, this is the most important things. So while you actually have that energy now, take advantage of it. Your youth, your health, take advantage of it. I mean, this is something they say in the Dino as well. I mean, if you have the capability to do something now, make sure you do it now. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I got these 13 and 14-year-old kids I be talking to you in camp, right?
Yeah.
I told them the same thing. I'm like, yo, enjoy your youth.
Facts.
I'm like, don't be in a rush to grow old. Y'all come in here, y'all talking this talk. I'll be telling them, like, I'm like, yo, enjoy your youth. They don't know how important that is, bro. To enjoy their time and to enjoy their youth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because they're not gonna have it forever.
Nah, them bones ain't gonna heal the same way they used to once you hit 40. You thinking, you know, you got to take advantage of that. That's why you got to live, man. The times done changed, man. Like, there's no more plan. You got to take advantage of life, man. You got to enjoy life. Like, there's no need to walk through life with animosity and hatred towards somebody else. Like, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. You feel me? Like, we've been there, we've been on the other side, and we trying to save the youth. We're not trying to dictate and run y'all lives. We're trying to save y'all. We're trying to
give them a heads up. I'm just giving you a heads up.
That's it. Just meet us halfway. We're trying to tell you from our experience. We don't want you. You don't have to go the whole walk. We'll meet you halfway. Just meet us halfway. But listen, my nigga, just take heed to these stories that you're hearing. You understand what I'm saying? Take heed. These people have been through hell and back, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Unbeknownst to us, though. But we got a second chance, and we trying to rectify and do the right thing. Please allow us to help y'all, my nigga, because we trying to save you.
It's crazy. I tell my family that, right? I tell my family that, like, not only all the time. I say I did enough time for all y'all, for you not to even, you know what I'm saying, get in chance. But on top of that, I think they can see it in the screen. They see that indentation right there. Actually, that's where the third eye. See that indentation right there. That's where a bullet hit. You know what I'm saying? A bullet hit right there. Me thinking it's invincible and I don't care. Boom, boom, going. And right there, and by the mercy of Allah, I'm still here, able to talk and breathe. Even going through the time that I went through, still able to actually go through that and do it. So it's like thinking you're invincible, thinking something will happen, and then go through it. It's like all it takes like that, and it's over.
Seconds.
Right.
I want to touch up on. Was that El Campo or who was that talking?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
Oh, nah, pardon me. I ain't want to cut nobody off. Pardon me, y'all. So I want to touch up on another issue that is pertinent to the issue that we're talking about. So we're talking about, you know, Big Bro, his health and things like that, and I think it's important that we like really emphasize the point of respecting your elders, man. Like, you know, I think it's very important that matter be highlighted, because, you know, this is a man or just a person who was never disrespectful, was always one who is honorable. He has integrity. He has dignity. He has all of these things.
Okay, was it?
OG, Sonny Blacko, SmittyBrim.
Smitty, OG, salute.
Shout it out to everybody, man. You know, so just think about the importance of somebody who who came before you doing something. When I was younger, my mother always told me, man, never raise your voice to your elder. Never. There are people on this earth who came here who did things before you did them. You know, but before you even thought about doing some of the things that you did, there were people who were here before you. And with all due respect, Shaquell is one of those individuals. Before I decided to make the choices in my life, he was already making those choices. Now, yeah,
they don't want him to hear that shit on YouTube. They
don't want that. That's the devil talk. Yeah, that's the devil playing.
There you go.
Stay tuned. Salam alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Devil playing.
It's all about the controls, right?
Yeah, right. Somebody who put his life on the line for something he believed in before I became a part of something. So that when I became a part of something, I didn't have to fight as hard as he had to fight for something. So you know, when I came on board, you know, he had already committed himself to something. He had already committed himself, you know, his life, his freedom, his livelihood. You know, he sacrificed.
He paved them ways.
Facts, paved the way. It's easy for dudes now.
Shout out Brooklyn love to a Brooklyn general. Shout out Shaquell. Hold your head and get better, Playboy. That's a fact.
Shout out to
nobody couldn't have worded that better. Nobody couldn't have worded that better. Nobody could not have. Salute to Moshe. You could not have worded that better.
No matter what dudes be going through, you know, because everybody had their ups and downs with brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ups and downs. But when dudes did it for that long, bro, and they made such an impact on the culture, you supposed to have that respect. That's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there, hands down, bro. We shouldn't even have to talk about. We shouldn't even have to talk about stuff like that because, like I said, and what Moshe's saying, bro, dudes put it down and paved the way with, you know, physical injury, you know, more time than they would normally have done, a lot more situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was a lot. One of the things he had ended on when he come back in, one of the things that ended on was just talking about sacrifice and respecting those that actually sacrificed so much for those before you. And like I've always was put in that position, no matter what. I don't care what I had, how tough or whatever I thought I was, but knowing somebody else in front of you that actually did that, and like you said, made it easier.
Right.
Easier for you, bro. It's the only thing you can do is respect that.
And
it's crazy being in the situations our culture, our people, right, tend to throw away You know what I'm saying? Like our elders in a sense. And we used to see
Hey, yo, better than that, though, KK. A stand-up guy is a stand-up guy no matter what he claiming, no matter what he repping. When Shockwell was God Body, he was a stand-up guy. I'm pretty sure before God Body, coming up through his teen years and all that, he was a stand-up guy. Your ways and actions and your characteristics go carry with you regardless. So you just got to shout out a stand-up guy regardless of what they repping or what they doing. Just so happened Shockwell rep what we repped at one time, and he stood for what we stood for at one time, and he was one of the top founders of that. So we salute that and take our hat off to that. But more than that, he's a stand-up guy. So you got to salute a stand-up guy. That's a whole fact.
My brother, my oldest brother did 15 years with
what the brother KK and Moshe and the brother said up there and shit like that about it being easier for dudes and shit like that, because you know it's like the pain that the second generation put in, we more put it in on each other than the police. You understand?
Than the police and the Germans.
You know, y'all was fighting for the cause and standing up for the cause. Our elders in the first generation was really, you know, sitting up in that box, going crazy in Southports and in the upstate, sitting up 3, 4 years, 5 years for these acts. You understand what I'm saying? And we walked through the door, second generation, third generation, with our chests out like we did it. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So like you said, you got to give that respect to the elders, especially when they pay that way. And you know, it's in laws. You understand what I'm saying?
That
you
first
came
generation walked in that revolutionary stand. That first generation was revolutionaries. They was real Black Panthers. They was revolutionaries. That's a fact.
Right. And these young brothers today feel like, you know, they're bigger than the movement, than the elders. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't have to listen, and you know, like the elders have nothing else to teach us and things like that.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's horrible.
Let me speak on that though. But you know what that does though? That's gonna be your destruction. That same stuff that you teaching dudes to do against their elders, when you're an elder, they're gonna destroy you.
Right.
I see these dudes. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I went through my stuff. Everybody went through their stuff, bro.
Right.
I see dudes getting destroyed in prison out here in these streets. They are getting destroyed because of what they put and implemented in the people.
Mm.
Let me tell you something. This stuff that you hear about these guys going through, because I hear about all the new stuff that goes on all the time, bro. I know who's going through what. I know who's living good, and I know who got it hard. They was the ones that was snaking dudes, setting a bunch of bad laws out, and doing a bunch of nonsense. So you're going to hear them really going through the grinder. Whenever these dudes is going through the grinder, bro.
Right.
They taking these, and they the ones that built that. They built that. And now they're the ones, the little ones that they taught, they are crushing them with that same evilness they put out there and into the atmosphere when it was never there.
Yeah, and that's something that
they being destroyed by it, bro.
And that's something that I never equated with Shockwell. And Shockwell
and brothers like AC, the elder AC, AC, the brothers like that, them elders they teachers.
Yeah, we spoke about that early, Smitty. Like I never saw him abusing his authority for his own diabolical aims and objectives. Like he wasn't on that type of time. Now, in terms of like education, because you got to remember, so he was like the first one that like suffered. He was like a poster child, and KK and Mikey probably remember this, and probably somebody be like, I'm not sure about anybody else, so I don't want to kind of take anything away from people who may or may not have been there. But he was like the first one that was being demonized up top, right? By the administrations. They wanted to make an example of him by keeping him like locked down to an example to everybody. And remind you, we have to take into consideration that this was administrations that were predominantly and dominantly governed by white males, and their laws were established by white males. And Shockwell in this case was an individual who defied these practices, these ideologies, and his concept of upliftment and Black empowerment was our way of empowering ourselves as a people so that we could understand who and what we were fighting up against, so that we would literally be pitted against these forces of evil right before your very eyes. Like, he wanted us to be aware of our culture, our history, who and what we were, who and what we are, what our fight is, so that we wouldn't get distracted on each other, but focus on the much bigger and much larger issues at hand. He was really, really on that type of time, but they made him suffer as a result by locking him down and keeping him away from all of us, so that he couldn't have the influence over us to be able to teach us about who we truly were.
That's the.
So how could you disrespect something like that?
That's it right there.
How could you fix your face and disrespect anything like that? I'm talking about the children today or anything, first generation, second generation. How could you fix your face to disrespect that? You understand what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to honor. That's how you're supposed to look up to.
They have no respect, man. They have no respect, no integrity. They don't have nothing, bro.
Yeah, when you're dealing with a person like Shaquille, you gotta understand, and anybody could see this from afar. It's one thing to be powerful, right? It's a lot of brothers that's powerful, but it's another thing to have quote unquote the Holy Trinity. It's another thing to be powerful, charismatic, and smart, knowledgeable. You see what I'm saying? When you got the Holy Trinity, and you can step onto a yard with the Holy Trinity, you can damn near control and manipulate and maneuver that whole yard. It's one thing to have power. You could be power in the dunk. They'll let you on the yard. You can have a little wits, but you ain't got no power and you ain't got no charismatic shit about you. They'll let you on the yard. But when you got all three, you in that shoe, you in that hole because you control too much.
And yo, no, it's crazy. It made me think about Attica, right? So everybody know how the culture in Attica is as far as with their police, their politics, and all that, right? And it's rare you find individuals that they are afraid of. They were afraid of the bro. They was afraid of the bro, right? Not only that, but I was a teenager coming through there when I actually met him, going there and actually seeing there. And one of the things that moved me, that always stuck with me, was not only the camaraderie, but you had to learn something. You couldn't come out be amongst dudes being an idiot. You couldn't come out being amongst dudes acting silly and goofy and stupid, talking crazy. You couldn't come amongst dudes not knowing your history. You know what I'm saying? Like where you came from, or had some type of goals about yourself and being an individual and having individual power. Individual strength, because that's
because 9/10 KK, that first generation came from either God body or Muslim standards. They had structure already. So when you come from structure and you step into something new, you go implement structure. Hence why the West Coast always say the East Coast got more structure. When you come from a structured background and you step into something new, you go bring forth structure to that new thing you stepping into. That's what I salute the OGs for. Shaquille, man, do. You know what I mean? Like that's what, like little people don't know how many what you read, man, do implement it with his own hand and his own pen. You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to give shout outs to these brothers like that, bro. That's a fact.
That took their time out.
Let me just say something real quick.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let me just say something real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
If y'all haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe to WeLockedN, Blow Dollars Network, WaxAP and the El Campo Show, OG, Sonny Blanco, I'm Black to the P. You know what I mean? This is what we pushing. We love. Let me tell you something. Us at WeLockedN, if you ain't like, make sure y'all go like. We love this town hall type of vibe.
That's a fact.
We love this vibe.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Mikey? I want to ask you a question, Mikey, to piggyback off something you said. You said it was a lot of the OGs teaching the young G's disrespect. So now they're using that same disrespect towards them. So is loyalty and respect
with it.
a thing of the past?
Just hear me out. Bro, let me tell you something. When we came up, we had so much respect and honor, right?
Word.
If they told us to do something to somebody, and let me tell you something, bro, we was about it. We was getting with everything. If they told us to do something to somebody and it was an official, we ain't have it, documents, we was coming to get you. Go get who? Go do what to who? These, and this is why they're recruiting a lot of bozos that's just going to do anything, pop-off dummies. So they can just move these meatballs around. You can't just move me around. My name was Mikey B before I turned Ola. A lot of people don't know that.
Talk that talk. I told somebody that same thing earlier.
I'm trying to make y'all understand how we were, who we were. It was easy for us to become who we were and come through the ranks because we were so strong. And don't get me wrong, as a unit, we were so powerful because we had so much love. We had loyalty to our peoples, bro. We wouldn't just flip like that unless we know it was solid. What you said about Moshe? Come outside.
Yeah. So loyalty and respect is a thing of the past. That's no longer something that.
Let me tell you something. I'm not saying that, but everything is flipped. I just spoke to this brother home that came home today. You know, I work with a lot of people. I do reentry. I'm a case manager for reentry. I spoke to the Spanish brother today, right? He's not down with a gang. It's so bad in prison. If he's down with Spanish dudes, he just rolls out. I just go with them because they're gonna think because I be around when I'm down with the gang. So anything that happens with the homies or something, I always go with the Spanish guys because they making us pay for the phones and they doing all this other stuff to us in prison. I'm like,
just want to give a big shout out to my brothers on the panel, man. Mikey B, Moshe.
Yo, man, great grandson just pulled up, man.
What up, Wax? What up, Black to the
When I heard that, bro, that shit broke my heart. I'm like, this is what we built. This is what we empowered y'all to destroy your peoples.
Nah, bro. That's not what y'all built, bro. That's not the struggle that y'all.
We empowered y'all. We took ass whoopings and new charges and all this stuff.
Right.
We did all this stuff to empower you to extort your own peoples.
Right. No, that's not what y'all was. That's not what y'all was about. First of all, salute and respect to the whole first generation. Yeah, the trials and tribulations y'all went down. There was morals and integrity. There was brotherhood.
On 2 weeks.
When everything, bro. I feel like when it left, when it got to the streets, when there was no more structure, it was straight destruction. Once it left the system where the structure was at, it became destruction. You had the blind lead the blind. You had individuals who couldn't sit down with a Moshe, Mikey B, a Shaquille, or a KK, but they would go home to the street and they would be the big homie because they was around a Mikey B, a Moshe, or a KK. So then you put them dudes in position to lead these young boys to destruction. So the young boys don't got no respect for them. They come home with the gang stuff. The young boys don't got no respect for them. So once the young boys don't have no respect for them, they don't have no respect for the gang. That OG is now scared of the young boy because the young boy done put that work in. He have no respect for the OG.
Let me piggyback off that real quick, if you don't mind, Mikey.
Who going next?
Let me piggyback off that if you don't mind what AP said. It's more than that right there, my G. It's like, yo, listen, in my era, I'm 48 years old, homie, and I came through many ranks and many eras of this thing right here. I came through the guard body era. I'm the first to pop on the Ola around the time and all that. So listen, when you my era could take admonishment because you respected the person that was giving you the admonishment. You know what I mean? Imagine Shaquille run down on Moshe and he got to admonish Moshe for something. First of all, Moshe go sit back and respect who Shaquille is. Then he go respect the delivery of the admonishment. You know what I mean? Shaquille ain't gonna be barking on him and all this. He go take him to the side, spin the yard with him, pull a little bug in his ear. You know what I mean? Hold that down real quick. So we respected admonishment and you respected how the admonishment was sent to you because we knew and understood we ain't always gonna be right. What you got right now is you got a generation that don't want to hear nothing, whether it be from an older generation, whether it be admonishment, whether it be respectful, or whether it be however it come, they just simply don't want to hear it. Once you get in your head, you know it all. That's when the problem go wrong, B. They think they know it all, homie. That's right.
I think, don't get me wrong, a lot of these younger guys, I've been around them, bro. I let them. I know what they like, bro. They're going to listen. They're going to listen to an OG. They're going to listen to a dude that's real right. They're going to listen, bro. And I know a lot of dudes that led these dudes astray.
And Mikey B, you know why?
People destroying their own structures. They destroy their own structures, bro.
You know why I agree with you on that? Because I see a lot of little homies out here right now. West Coast will tell you, hey, listen to me, bro. I'll be like, yo,
they don't listen.
They don't be out there getting into shit, bro.
When they know you official, bro.
Word to my mother, I'm dead. They
And
listen.
when you rhyme something for a wave, and not an intention, you go always have problems. Look at Flatbush at Brownsville, all that. At one time it was all down, moved out. You went through the hood now, it's all ripped out because they riding a wave. When you riding a wave and you ain't standing on something solid, how you gonna have respect and integrity with that? You can't have respect and integrity when you riding a wave.
Let's get a pause real quick. It's 179 in the chat. We got 95 likes, man. Yo, up there.
Get
Let me see them likes go up with the elbows.
Get them likes up, yo. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Let's go. Get them likes up. Come on, yo.
Arms of them likes go up. Let me see them. Let me see them strong, unified arms in the chat. Let me see those. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Well, I think it's a lot of. I'm listening to the conversation, and I see so much, and I want to keep bringing it back to Shaquell and Sonny Blacko. Thank you for that too, because you're right. No matter, and you know what? No matter how that admonishment came, and I think that's the important part. Why was it that we were so? I think this is a critical question that I'm asking. Why was it that we were so willing to accept admonishment from our elders when we knew that some of our elders had good intentions, right? So that admonishment that may have come from Shaquell or those
it felt like love.
What I didn't take it personal when the likes of those elders came and they was like, "Yo, you're gonna read this book, and when you're done with it, I want you to come outside with a verbal essay."
Right.
I want you to explain to me what you read. What's your understanding of what you read? I want you to articulate in your words what was it that you read and how does it apply to what we're going through today. Yo, bro, let me tell you something, man. That is a very interesting dynamic that occurred in the movement that we were a part of. People who did not really know how to read, people who did not really know how to articulate themselves, people who did not really know, were not educated, became educated because they had people around.
Facts.
That's when you ran it. That's when you ran into a big homie.
That was pushing them to learn.
Big homie though.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're saying, listen, you're gonna learn how to read.
Homie, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a special relationship that.
That's a special relationship.
Yo, Moshe, I know you paused for a minute, Moshe, even a dummy know when somebody talking right to him. So to answer your question, why we respected our elders when the admonishment came down, because even a dummy, even an idiot know when you saying something right to him. Now, when that brother come and telling you, yo, read this book, because you got to be smart, you got to educate yourself. Yo, work out, do some push-ups, do some calisthenics.
After we finish
studying, wait till the movies come out.
After we finish studying, we going to work out, KK.
I can't wait till the movies. I can't wait till the movies start being made, because the movies are gonna start being made. You
had to read a certain amount of books every month.
You had to read. You had to read, man.
You had to read a certain amount of books per month.
Hey, yo, listen. Think about. Just take this image real quick. Take this image, right? You got all these dudes that you heard of. They got their status. They all gorilla fathers and better, or maybe a little bit under, right? But they all household names, right?
Right.
In a classroom, quiet, with a guard body in front of the classroom, with a black pen in front of. That's what I witnessed, sure. All these names: Germs, Mandu, Shabazz. They were in my classes with me. Big S, Majesty from Brooklyn Legends. I had all these dudes in the classroom with me, and we all like this, soldiers like this. Think about that. Think about why our names became the way they was and our power was so strong. Think about that, where it came from. These dudes, I'm telling you, were in classes with me in Elmira, in all these jails where you hear about movies, but you're not hearing about the classes, the spiritual strength, the emotional power that was behind the physical.
Right. Talk about it.
This is where the real strength came from. We sitting down, learning from our elders, learning to love ourselves and our people. This is where our strength came from. Go ahead, pass the mic.
Respect goes a long way. That's what I was taught.
That's where our strength came from.
Yo, salute to the panel, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna be. I ain't gonna be on here too long. You know what I'm saying?
I respected all the elders, and that, and you know, I was a bad little mom. You know what I'm saying? I was a bad, you know, I was busting move. And no matter what, when I'm getting chased by them police or whatever, them older people always help a brother out because I always show them manners and respect. You understand? I learned you could get a lot. You could come outside with not $1 in your pocket. But if you been showing people love, manners, and respect, you'll go back in the house good, because people take to people who intend to be having manners and respect their elders. I respected my elders coming up. I respected my OGs coming up. You know what I'm saying? I respect my OGs on here. You know, it's respect, man. And these little niggas don't have it no more. The brotherly love is out the window.
Yeah,
the brother grandson wanted to say something. I want to hear what the brother said.
Peace, my brothers. You know, it's so crazy. Bro. We always talk about these things with the youth. You know, the cloth that we from been sold out. The cloth that we from been sold out. You know, these youngsters today, they don't read at all. When we was coming up, we had to read. These young dudes don't read today. They lost. They don't know history or nothing about their background or anything. So, you know, me growing up, we had to respect our elders. It was the rule growing up. It was the rule growing up. It was mandatory to respect the elders. See, look, 3 more years, I'll be 50 years old. In 3 more years, I'll be 50. Yeah.
In my house, if you didn't respect that, your elders, you might die.
Word up.
You might
and Mikey B, they don't know about this. They don't know about this. They don't know when you disrespect. Mama Dukes don't look for a switch. You get whatever's around. The bottle, the ashtray, the iron.
Brothers.
You cannot disrespect no elders.
That's child abuse today. You get what I'm saying?
So can I stay right there. Who just said child abuse?
That's me. Grandson. That's child abuse today.
Stay right there. This is where we get. This way it get tricky right here. You see, when we was coming up, I'm pretty sure Moshe, Mikey B, KK, AP, if you did something wrong down the block, you caught about 5 licks upside your head before you even got home.
Got to the
all
crib.
the old ladies and all that on the block. Once they decided to give a kid the phone and they could pick up and call DSS and call these people, respect ran out the window. So if you don't respect the mama and daddy, how the fuck you gonna respect the OG on the block?
That's what I was getting. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to too, OG son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we gotta hold on, y'all. Let great grandson speak because he has a complete point, y'all.
Yeah, but that's where I was getting to, OG Sonny. You know, we got our ass whooped when we was growing up. You get what I'm saying? We was disciplined when we was growing up. These kids today don't have that. Like a situation that happened with my boy and his son. They got in an argument, right? So he said something slick to his father. His father got mad. He didn't hit him or nothing. He threw a sandwich at him. Shut up, B. Threw a sandwich at him. Sandwich hit him in the face. You know the little homie called police? His son called police on him.
A great grandson, but that was both of them wrong because the reprimand was wrong. The reprimand wasn't reprimand. It was disrespect.
This is what I'm trying to get to, Wax. Now, if we was younger, this is what I'm trying to get to. We wasn't getting no sandwich. If you would have came out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Look, my one side of my family is Jamaican, the other side is American. So we was getting both treatments. My grandmother,
my family too.
My Yachty side, my grandmother was no joke. Like two grown-ups are talking and you jump into their conversation, bow.
It be with Sugar King.
Mind yourself. I'm talking.
Great grandson, I respect that. My thing to you, I respect that, but my thing to you is at first, when he threw a sandwich at you, if you're supposed to be reprimanded or disciplined, when he threw that sandwich at you, the first thing that came to your head was what? All right, then it's called. I'm saying he smacked.
I think the father threw. He said the father threw the sandwich.
First they came to my head, I better chill the hell out before this nigga get upset for real. That's the first thing come to my head. I better chill out before old boy get upset for real.
Big dog doing this. Slap with
the father threw the sandwich at the kid, right?
Yeah, hit him in the face. You know, like shut up. You know, like he felt the way, did it in front of his friends and all that. He called police on his dad.
I don't like that.
Right. Yeah, but that's
I don't like that either.
I ain't gonna front my pops.
I think I'm listening. I'm listening to what everybody's saying, and I'm looking at what's in the chat, and I'm seeing a lot of like. I think what had happened is that there was a proper developmental stage of how the younger individual was groomed into his young childhood, to his young adulthood, into his younger, to his adulthood, and how he was properly groomed, right? So I think what has happened over time is that the less leaders that there were to do the proper development, we now had younger individuals raising young individuals themselves. Right. And because these young individuals themselves were not properly developed, how could you then expect for younger individuals to be developed themselves, because they in turn have been taught?
I mean, Moshe, I always say that argument, Moshe. I always say that argument, bro. But listen, when we was out there, we was 13. Some of us jumped off the stoop early, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. And we was listening to dudes that was 14, 15, 16. But just so happened to 14, 15, 16 years old, we was listening to back then, they still had little wits about them.
Right.
Something changed, me. Something changed. Like when I was 13, 14, I ran with my man C-Born. C-Born out of Brownsville. I'm 14. C-Born had to be about 17 then, but he was guard body. He was in his 1 through 20s. He made sure I knew my lesson. He made sure I moved a certain way. Even the YGs that the BGs listened to back then had some wits about them. It's something missing nowadays.
We used to get fucked up.
It's something not to make it seem like that it is attack on this particular generation. Everything is all bad, because everything is not all bad.
It's not.
It's not. They making more money than we ever did legally.
And smart is I don't know what.
Word. The economy is totally different from when we was young.
Yeah, and their conversation, how they express themselves is like it's so informative, man. I was just going through my steps on about something, but even that, we look at the systematic destruction, right? For every generation, actually what's going on, from the history that we used to study, right? How they implanted certain stuff to stop things from moving forward, right?
That's right.
And it just keeps going on. Like they see the stronger we get, or the more intellectual we get, or the more we become united. It's like another trick comes to try to throw dudes off, right? So you have the implementation of certain laws, right? You have the same tactic of going after family, right? Destructing the family actual culture. Then what happened when you had them going at juveniles, right? When I was coming up, like 95, 96, when you had a bunch of juveniles coming, they started giving them adult sentences, right? Which was something that was unheard of in New York. Now they started coming at them, trying to shut that down. So now you got a bunch of kids getting locked up. They're treating them and things. So you have to look at all of these particular aspects. And one of the things Moshe had said is about when they were younger, when you had younger kids now having children and then raising them, not really having their thing together yet. But now it's like, look, grandmothers is younger, mothers and fathers is younger. Right? They're not as developed. Even when I was coming up in the street, it was the same thing. You had some of the elders though wouldn't allow a young dude to come out there in the streets. You're not doing that.
Right.
I'm saying, and I kind of took that on when I was in the streets. What? Even though I was young, ain't no young dudes hanging around here. Get out of here. What are you doing over here? Go somewhere. Right. But even the fact of like certain respecting where it gets lost, even smoking or doing certain things, I'm not going to do that if I see somebody, moms, grandmas, or whoever, walking past, going to the store or whatever. So these dynamics, I remember it was a class we had. I think you was in a class too. Let's say I believe when they damn, I got the names. The joint that the elder brother Ja, one of the Muslim brothers, had created in a prison system, dealing with the boroughs and how the criminal justice system derived from a certain group of people, right? in these five, in a certain amount of neighborhoods in the 5 boroughs, there was only a couple of neighborhoods in these boroughs where people were coming to prison from, right? And then there was an actual campaign whereas the police put out to actually divide the communities, right? So it's no more, I'm helping you if you get in trouble. There's no more of that. It's now it's 1-800 call what's the name, or you don't let them destroy your neighborhood. So now you start turning the neighborhoods against each other. So all of these was big campaigns though. So now it's like you don't care about the people in your neighborhood anymore. I'm doing what I do. She gonna call the police on me anyway. This dude don't like me up the block. And then now you create tension in these communities. But these particular programs causes things to happen on a generational scale. And it's like us being mindful of actually what's taking place and what's going on.
So are we all saying that the youth themselves like are so far gone, they're like no. irredeemable, they're irredeemable? Like what are we at? What are we saying here?
Nah, we gotta say that. Can I talk on that quick fast? Just get my little piece. What I feel we gotta do is implement our teachings again. You understand what I'm saying? Go out there and teach them like my father and my mother taught me. You understand what I'm saying? Just like your mother and your father taught you. Just like the brother on the block taught you too as well. You understand? Just like how we used to build in them ciphers like God.
Yes, sir.
We got to go back to the essence. We got to teach these brothers where we came from and that we the original men. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't know who they are, they're not going to act like it. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason they doing all the bullshit is because we gave them bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't give them nothing to live for, basically, right now.
Act like they're afraid to talk
at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't give them nothing to live for at the end of the day because the gang shit is nothing but destruction. You understand? Dead end. You're dead for jail. So if they got that to live for, they ain't really got shit. Yo, salute to the elder. For real. Salute,
man. Shaquel.
That's right.
Word up.
But yeah, I'm saying if they ain't got nothing to live for and brothers not
power of prayer
down, you feel what I'm saying? Like we saw, we had bus rides, shit like that, things that was going on inside of our neighborhoods, basketball tournaments, things like that. We don't see that we don't see the elders hanging around anymore teaching. That's the problem. We need to teach more. We got to show them who they are. Let them know that they kings and queens. You understand what I'm saying? My sisters and them, they wasn't allowed to shake their ass and twerk.
Hell no.
Or no TikTok and shit like that. You understand?
No short dresses.
If my old dad came in and see my daughter, salute to the God, salute, peace to the God. But if my real talk, if my old dad seen my sister twerking or my cousins twerking, the whole house would have been on fire. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? The whole house would have been on fire. Then we would have been in the corner studying our lessons all night until we fell out.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Real shit. So this is the type of, things we need to implement inside of our community, inside our neighborhoods. We need to get back to teaching. That's what's gonna help.
Hey, yo, SmittyBrim, I got to ride with that beat because even though I did my bids and all that, me having knowledge of self as a shorty allowed me not to go but so far.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I had limitation on what I was going to do and what I wasn't going to do because I had knowledge of self. Even though I was a renegade young god or renegade this or whatever, I had some type of knowledge of self. Because of that knowledge, I only caught them little light bids and did this because I could have done crazy shit. You know what I mean? So I agree with that. We got to get the kids some type of knowledge, some type of lifting of self to let them know that they just more than dumb out gangsters. If you go be a gangster for real, the best gangsters I know in the world are the most respectable, most manable men in the world.
With them, let me answer this question.
Look at that question.
I want some of y'all to answer it too. Yeah.
Hey, yo, salute. I got to go to work in the morning. Good people.
All right, bro.
Great work, great work.
Salute, Black, old man.
Salute, bro.
Yo, take care of yourself, my brother, man.
Yes,
it was a pleasure having you, my brother.
Shaquel, get better, my G. Brooklyn love.
Let me tell you, when them young guys pulled up around us, we schooled them. We made sure, for one, they had food. We made sure they had the right clothing. Because when you come upstate, sometimes you ain't got nothing. We put shoes on their feet, we put clothes on their back, and we put food. We gave them food, and we also educated them. We made sure they was good, and they had the right education and information. They definitely gonna honor us because it's it's dangerous in prison. People dying in prison just like they dying in the streets. So once they're gonna answer up, they're gonna pull up and they're gonna get in line. And that's how it really is.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
question, Mike.
It's crazy that question though. I wanted to say something to that question though. 1 second, bro. To this day, right? There's still brothers that's hollering at me. I didn't even realize the effect that I had on them. I was just doing what I felt I was doing what I was supposed to. I mean, brothers who I actually put into classes, right? And it was a brother that he calls me, speaks to me, he's like, yo, it's because of you. Like, I'm out here, you made me go to the history class, you made me go to the business class, you told me stay out this yard. And that little bit of knowledge I got from that, I done started this business, I'm doing this. And you pushed me away from certain things because you seen that, for one, I wasn't really ready, I was fronting. And they was honest, like someone was like, yo, I wasn't really, I just wanted to be in, and it was pushed away. There was other brothers that made me think about that. I actually, like what Moshe saying about the reading, where I sat in the cell with, right? And I had to literally it got tough for them to really man up. I'm like, yo, bro, if you can't read it something, because he was reading something, but the understanding, the comprehension wasn't there, then you laughing and playing, right? Trying to front like you got it, but I seen through it. I was like, yo, bro, if you need help, talk to me. This is what I'm here for. So, bro, actually sitting there helping somebody learn to read, like it not only is it a humbling thing, bro. It lets you know how serious this thing is, bro. And this is what I love. And I always say about Che Guevara, that actual statement, every revolutionary act is an act of love. That's where that love came from. Actually seeing that. Like this fool was willing to do this and willing to do everything, but he came and read, or like Mikey B was saying, his family he didn't really have nobody to take care of him because he didn't really have it. They were struggling, do from the projects. They didn't really have nothing. Getting compensated, trying to stay dressed, trying to eat, ain't have it. All right, yo, bro, here goes some clothes. Here, take this book too. You know what I'm saying? Take this book too. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yo, check it out. Just question right here, right?
Now the brother wanted to, a black wanted to say.
Go ahead, Black.
I mean, I just wanted to know. I wanted to know: is it safe to say that social media got a bigger influence on our children than the parents? Because I think loyalty, respect, all that is learned inside the household. You know what I'm saying?
That's who's teaching.
I was taught that. I was taught to respect my elders, but I learned that inside the house. Like I didn't learn that from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmother, your aunts, your uncles, you just had respect for anybody that was older than you. Even Miss Mary from down the street, I put you in your place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think because social media is now raising our children, and the parents is everybody chasing the bag. Get to that bag is the new thing. You know what I'm saying? So the parents out working 2 jobs and the kids are in the streets, and there's no more. I don't think that
hold on. You not only that, you got the parents out working with the kids trying to get a bag. You understand? Together.
True story, Smitty. True story.
Real shit. You got parents out there in the club with their kids, like this with bottles.
True story, Smitty.
Yes, bro.
You right next to your moms with a bottle. Come on.
Hey, Smitty. Smitty, pardon me. I'm gonna give you this. Go ahead, pardon me, Moshe. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I apologize. Go ahead, my brother.
I'm gonna give you this real fast, Smitty. I'm gonna give you a great grandmother, 46 years old. Her child, her daughter is 30. The 30-year-old got a 15-year-old daughter, and the daughter just had a brand new baby. 46 years of age. She's a great grandmother. That's terrible.
Ooh. I think so Big Dog mentioned something in the chat, and he said, and I'm gonna agree with him. He said social media. Hold on, Mike. He said social media has a big part, y'all. Has a big influence on everyone. This generation sleep with their phone in their hands. I'm gonna say that it's not just the youth.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna say that I think we all have been impacted by that to the extent that some of us, that's the first thing we grab when we get up in the morning. We want to look at the phone, right? So I think our kids are only mimicking what they see. And yes, everybody's on their phones. Everybody's doing what they do on their phones all day. So if that's something that we're doing, we have to expect that our kids are going to be impacted by that. So I agree with what Big Dog is saying in the chat.
So
do you think that's population control?
I do. That is, bro. That is population.
Word up, man.
So dumbed down. Everybody's so dumbed down and worried about the dumb shit. They're forgetting about the reality and what's really going on. Like prayer and meditation. You understand what I'm saying? Things like that. Like taking
a lot
regardless
on their bodies too,
brother. My fault.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Nah, I was just saying, like, you know, instead of taking salat or getting on your knees, whether you pray to Jesus or you praying to your spirits or whatever you doing, you're not taking that time to do it. You understand what I'm saying? You
gotta be prayed up, man,
and worrying about your phone and things like that. We gotta at least put our phone down for an hour a day to meditate. That's what I'm giving y'all today. Start taking out that 24 hours, at least an hour out your day to give praise to somebody. Give some meditation. Give your time to breathe. Put the phone down. You understand?
That phone is evil.
Hours. That's all, man. Please.
I never even was into phones. I just recently got a phone.
It's me too. My wife
I ain't never had no phone. I ain't into that social media and phones and all that shit. I still don't know how to work shit. I be learning from y'all niggas.
I know everybody in the panel went through this. You ever been on your phone? This is how you know the phone thing is crazy. You ever been on your phone and you looking for it?
Oh, that happened to me plenty times. That happened to me when I was on the phone with you.
That never happened to y'all? You got the phone right here. You just crazy because us as men, before we leave the crib, we gotta have that phone, wallet, and keys.
That's the lifeline.
Word up. That's just crazy.
Yo, check it out. Last night, I had my phone. I was sleeping and it just fell out my hand up the side of the bed. Boom, yo.
Yeah, B, that's crazy,
nothing, bro. I had my phone. I'm talking to my wifey while I'm on the phone. She like, I'm looking for my phone. I'm like, yo, ma, I can't find my phone. She said, you got another phone? I said, oh shit. I forgot. While I'm talking on the phone, I'm looking for my phone, talking to my wife. She said, you got another phone? I'm like, oh shit.
See, that just be crazy.
I don't know if I could say it's population control. I don't know about
that, bro.
But because what about there is a lot of positive stuff on these devices right here. We know that.
They're not showing it though, Moshe.
You're right about that. You're right.
We talk about positive things on there. What happened? We talk about positive things on there.
Yeah. Talk about something. Hold
on. We gotta stop that. You gotta stop me thinking like that because Moshe had mentioned the guy name, and I see someone else too. You can get a bunch of views up talking about positive stuff, bro.
There's true.
This is a dude that claims love. That gets millions of views on every video. He doesn't even say nothing.
He don't say nothing. Yo, you right about that, KK.
You didn't even think that, bro.
Mikey B. I seen a brother with 229 million views, and guess what he was doing? Playing with toys.
Yeah, but see,
I said 229 million, not 220K.
Hold on. But look at what Big Dog is saying. Check this out, and I agree with him. Look, you can really get on YouTube and learn a whole trade is how you use these tools.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So how are we taking advantage of?
Big Dog, get a salute.
I totally agree.
Salute, Big Dog, for real.
How do you utilize these tools? Now that's the thing, bro.
Look, you heard what I said? You already said, though, on YouTube. He said YouTube. I'm talking about social media, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You can also learn how to do certain things on YouTube. Like I need to learn something on my car. I looked at YouTube, found out how to do it. YouTube is a good platform to get things done. But like a Facebook, Instagram, and all those other sites right there. If you talking about real positive, ask my brother Jamel Saladin. You talk about some real positive things, yo, they will strike you, brother. It'll be so crazy. You could be trying to get a message. That's why I had to switch because I've been on YouTube, but I had to leave that Facebook and Instagram alone and start building more on YouTube because I can get the message across much more better. You get what I'm saying?
Right. That's big.
Word, man. Through that whole time when the seed was out and people was dying and all that, yo, fam, I'm here driving in my cab. You know, I own 2 yellow cabs. You get what I'm saying? I go through Parkchester in the BX near the funeral home, Ortiz Funeral Home. Yo, bro, it was nothing but bodies over there, right? There was nothing but bodies over there. Something I never saw in my life. Something I never saw in my life. So you got the News 12 dude out there. He's doing whatever he's doing. Somebody has their phone going live on Facebook. My phone just blinked out.
They got man.
His phone just because he's taping the trailers where them joints was at. His phone blew out. I'm talking about his iPhone just went blank. Yeah. It's like, yo. I said, yo, they didn't want you to record that, bro.
Of course. You think you
can't do certain things today, man. But yo, brothers, I love y'all. I'm about to take care of the children. I'm about to take care of the children. And I will get up with y'all, man. Malika Salam, big. Word up, big. You already know, man.
KK, salute, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers, for bringing me up, Moshe. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Salute, man. WaxAP, Black to the P. You already know. Salute.
Salute.
You know. Before everybody pull out, man, because I know it's getting late. We definitely appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Listen, if you are in the chat and this is your first time pulling up, please hit the like button. This is We Locked In, man. We definitely keep the bill coming. We always like the people who pull up on the panel with us because we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, man. I really want to say something to you guys about this conversation that we had because it could keep literally going on and on. But remember, man, without the support of each other, we don't have nothing, man. We don't have freaking nothing, dog. You know what I mean? You know, let's just keep it all the way honest, man. Everybody up here got their own platforms. We out here doing our things, but we need each other, man. We need to support each other. We need to keep pushing each other up. Because as long as we keep pushing each other up, we keep changing the narrative on a daily basis. They can't then say that we're being divided. We use these opportunities to divide our people. We got to do everything to fight back and come together. So I appreciate y'all coming together to support KK and Mikey and I. And, you know, we'll do the same and to support y'all, man. We appreciate it, man. You know, We Locked In. Shout out to Shaquell. Please, Quell, get well. Giving us our thoughts and prayers, man. We love you at We Locked In. You know, just get better, my brother, man. Everybody that's been tuning in out there, please, man. Sadie B, I love you. God the Brand, Big Dog, Bentley Messiah, Hattie, all of y'all. Miss Nari, everybody that's been tuning in. Thank y'all for y'all support. Y'all got anything y'all want to close out with, man? KK, you got anything you want to say, my brother?
I just want to say to y'all brothers, man, I appreciate y'all. Me and my bro, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to support each other, man. We're going to keep this manable and respectful and grown man talk, grown good topics. And, man, I got to say, shout out to y'all brothers for doing y'all thing. KK, Moshe, Mikey B. Blessings to y'all brother.
Thank you.
Brother Shaquell, y'all get safe. West Coast, Black to the P. I love y'all brothers, man. I love all y'all brothers. Shout out to everybody in the whole chat, man. Manners and respect. Blessings.
Blessings.
Support our brothers, man. We locked in.
Sisters, too.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And the sisters. You can't forget the sisters now. That's why, you know, I gotta say shout out to the whole chat. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Yo, man. Yo, y'all have a good night, man. Like my brother KK say, man, finding freedom in you, man. Make sure y'all find your freedom in yourselves, man. Yo,
respect.
All y'all, man. Have a good night, man.
Watch the brand, man.
Respect, KK. Respect, brother.
Man, we gonna keep
KK, salam alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam, my brother.